I want to talk about this craziness. She hit a guy first, and the brother jumps into a fight. Brother or boyfriend, whoever, jumps into the fight to defend her. Watch this. The guy was obviously ready to hit her, and she knew that the guy was ready to hit her, and she went ahead. Now the brother or boyfriend, whoever, friend, jumps into her defense to fight for her, and it escalates. Now she's laying on the floor doing nothing, while the two guys are fighting. This is crazy. Ladies, don't get your brothers or boyfriends into unnecessary fights. For your information, men instinctively want to defend you, and a lot of them have gotten into serious problems doing just that. Men literally get unalived, some get into serious injuries, disfigured, some injure others and end up in jail just to defend you. It can be sisters, moms, girlfriends, wife, daughters, it doesn't matter. This is a trait in all men that transcends all cultures. So it's not just a social construct. There is something going on biologically in men's brain. When they fail to protect, it affects their ego in a lot of complex ways. So pushing the men in your life into fights should scare you. Try and de-escalate from fights before the men around you get involved, because it can get very messy. Hitting a man first in the presence of your brother or boyfriend or whoever is one of the careless things that you can do, especially in this day and age. Culturally, boys were raised to never hit girls in no circumstance. My interpretation of this culture is because it can lead to a lot of retaliations from the men on the woman's side, and that can cascade very, very quickly. But then, girls were also raised to respect boys because they can hurt you very, very, very badly. So, men were trained to restrain themselves, and women were trained to respect men and avoid. And that was the trade-off. It was an exchange, and I think it's fair. In the past, only few women in very few circumstances ever hit men first. And it was mostly overlooked because it's a one-off. It's not common. But nowadays, we are seeing a rise in women hitting men first. It's rising daily. And it's all over the social media. Women today have started taking men's benevolence of never hit a woman as weakness. To make matters worse, the media messaging that men and women are the same, coupled with the rise in Hollywood depiction of female superheroes beating up men and performing impossible stunts. Wonder Woman, Batwoman, and Angelina Jolie doing all those beating up men twice her size. All those are make-believe nonsense. It has contributed to this delusion. Some women now genuinely believe that they are just as strong as an average man. That is pure delusion, to say it lightly. All these factors combined have created a reverse engineering of the never hit a woman culture. The transaction has been destroyed. The old deal was simple. Boys never hit a girl in any circumstance. But girls respect boys. They are stronger than you. Girls don't fight. Today the media and feminist gurus are telling women that they stand a chance against men. That women can just be as strong as men. That women don't need to respect or at least acknowledge the strength of men. Because if you acknowledge the strength, you will respect it. Men acknowledge the strength of other men, of their fellow men, and they respect men. Men respect men on the basis of that. Men avoid. If you've never been punched in the face, you would never know how it feels like getting into a fight with someone that is obviously stronger than you. If a rising number of women have bought into this weird narrative and thrown away their own end of the bargain, Why should we still expect men to uphold theirs? The culture of never hit a woman in under no circumstance was designed to protect women in the first place. Even strangers would rush to a woman's defense because we all learned the same thing, and it's also biological. A man would be shamed if he fights with a woman, even if he was wronged, even if the woman did something wrong to him. He would be shamed for fighting the woman because the line was clear: do not hit. The culture believed that if the woman is trained to respect the man and never hit first, then the man is already assumed to have broken his own end of the cultural bargain if a fight ever occurs. That is why other men would not hesitate to jump to her defense and fight for her. Cultures are said to be experiments of the past that worked. Breaking that culture of never hit a woman is consequential, and it is the root cause of this embarrassing video. If women constantly physically attack men, like we see regularly every day on the internet nowadays, the men who are naturally expected to rush to their defense would check out. Because the assumption would shift from the man is behaving unmanly to the woman who was stupid to hit the man first. It means the first assumption would be she must have hit him first. And that is dangerous if you ask me. Because we may have destroyed a culture, but biology is still pretty much consistent. And men, the last time I checked, still have the monopoly of physical strength. So it's always a terrible idea to engage a man first, to hit a man first, especially in the presence of your brothers. They can really get into serious troubles doing just that. Stop hitting men. You don't stand a chance. Stop fighting.